Thank you very much, Madam Chairman. In April, DHS Secretary Ali Mayorkas told this committee in sworn testimony that the southern border is secure. This, of course, was untrue. We later discovered that while he was testifying the border is secure, his CBP was encountering the highest monthly number of illegal migrants in our history, 234,000 in a single month. In addition, under his orders and policies, more than half of them were deliberately trafficked into the United States. That's the equivalent of adding a population the size of Lansing, Michigan, in a single month. It's no surprise that the border chaos continued in May, setting a new monthly record for CBP encounters at 239,000. Already, in just 18 months, this administration has allowed into the United States, through border releases and evasions, an illegal population the size of the state of West Virginia. Now, Mayorkas couldn't tell us how it will benefit the American people to have their classrooms packed with non-English speaking students, their emergency rooms flooded with illegals demanding basic care, how their families will be safer with increased gang activity and fentanyl inundating our communities, or how working families will be made better by flooding the labor market with cheap illegal labor while they foot the bill for social services. Now, Gallup warns us there are 42 million foreign nationals just in Latin America and the Caribbean who intend to come here. Nearly 8,000 a day are now illegally entering our country, and we're warned of up to 18,000 a day who will be arriving if the Democrats succeed in dropping Title 42. I'm not aware of any civilization in history that has survived an illegal mass migration on this scale. So how do my Democratic colleagues on the Immigration Subcommittee react to this unprecedented illegal migration they've unleashed? Do they call on the Biden administration to stop the releases? Do they call on their president to actually enforce U.S. immigration laws, or at least stop incentivizing this mass illegal migration? No. They call a hearing to discuss immigrant military service members and veterans. 31,000 are currently serving in our armed forces. This is less than 4 days of the border incursions that we're currently seeing. The IMMVI programs naturalized about 1,000 veterans in 16 months. That's the number of illegal aliens streaming across our border every 3 hours. Foreign nationals who come to America legally, who obey our laws and seek to serve our country because of a love for it and for the principles upon which it's founded, are our greatest strengths. 11 years ago, I spoke at the funeral of Gurpreet Singh, whose family had immigrated from India legally 11 years before. His father told a reporter that Gurpreet was always a very patriotic man for the U.S. From the time he was a little boy, he knew he wanted to serve in the U.S. military. Gurpreet was very proud of his service with the Marines. Corporal Singh was wounded in combat. He chose to return. He overstayed his assignment to relieve a friend and was killed in action in Helmand province on June 22nd, 2011. Now, I pray the majority is not attempting to equate such heroism, devotion, and fidelity with the lawless, illegal mass migration that they're not only ignoring, but actively aiding and abetting with their policies, with a staggering death toll that just saw 51 illegal migrants baked to death by human traffickers in a truck on Monday. The legal permanent residents who enlist in our military are offered special avenues for naturalization under the Immigration and Nationality Act, as they should. About 3% of U.S. veterans today are foreign-born. Many have chosen to become U.S. citizens. Unfortunately, for a while, we allowed non-legal permanent residents, including those who are here on student visas, refugee claimants, and DACA recipients, to enlist in order to claim a fast track to citizenship, called the MAVNI program. It was such a debacle that the Obama administration had to suspend it in 2016. One MAVNI enlistment, Xi Jinping, was found to be a Chinese spy. A number of foreign nationals who enlisted in our military were subsequently deported for committing crimes. Yet the Democrats don't seem to differentiate between heroes like Gurpreet Singh and those who abuse our system with ill intent. So I look forward to a discussion about these and other pertinent issues with the witnesses today, and I'll yield back the balance of my time.